Okay, hello and welcome back to Humankind. So, we have entered the ancient era. We are... you have to select a city to selection, but we are the Babylonians. We've got a new set of era stars to go for. We can obtain 6 technologies, and as you'll notice, there's now 3 stars above them. So 6 technologies. You will, at that point, get the first era star. And then you can get the second and the third for doing more and more in this area. So then we've got owning 8 territories for expansionist, reach a total of 600 influence. Builder is to have 6 districts. We've got destroy total of 6 military units. Earn 550 money. And have 12 population. So no matter what your playstyle, there's something to be aiming towards. We should be able to get multiple of these. I would aim to, seeing as it's our thing, we should probably be able to get that technology star. The expansionist star would also be something I would... Maybe, we might be able to get that. We might be able to. The aesthete, possibly. I think builder, an agrarian. I mean, we've currently got 7. We're already over halfway there on that one. There's definitely some there that we can get. We should be able to get most and get the 3 stars, at least in science and possibly a few others. I think what I'm going to do first, though, is send this unit around here. We've got here sage and more sage. So we've got some luxury resources here. That will give us stability per sage on all cities, food per sage on main plaza, on administrative centre, on all cities, plus 5% food per sage, stability per sage. You must exploit at least 3 out of 6 deposits of this type and research for patronage technology to upgrade this resource's effects. Ooh. And over here we've got porcelain. You must exploit at least 3 of 6 of this type for money and stability. Okay. So if we get a lot of it, we get a bonus effect from it. So it's the luxury resources are a match-free game. That's interesting. That's interesting. I think Civ added something like that in the end, like a corporations thing, as like a modifier that you can put onto games. We've got some copper down here. Interesting. I think we'll build an outpost somewhere down here. Maybe on this like nice 2 food. Probably best on the hill for a height advantage. Maybe here, and it'll get all this lovely farmland around it. Where would be a good spot for an outpost here? I think there would be an alright one. Valid tile to claim the territory. Oh wait. Oh, it's part of that. Ah, I thought that ended over here somewhere. Need to pay more attention to the boundaries there, don't I? Right, so we'll claim this next. This is already claimed. Okay, this unit can, I think, go and start claiming some other stuff elsewhere. Right. Let's go. One of your outposts can be turned into a city. Right. Now I believe the first one is free. So do we want this to be our capital? I think it'll be fine just there. We have our first city. Lovely. The farmer's quarter will offer us 1 food, and 1 food per adjacent farmer's quarter, as well as a farmer's slot. However, the astronomy house will give 3 science per adjacent farmer's quarter, and plus 1 food per researcher, 1 science per researcher, and gives us a researcher slot. It counts as a farmer's quarter and a research quarter. So, if we put that down, it won't give us much food, I think. Will it? Plus. So it will give us plus 1 food from the researcher. So we'll just get plus 1. This will give us plus 1, but also plus 1 per adjacent farmer's quarter, so it can give us several. We would lose 1 industry there. I'm fine with this. Right. Your researchers are idle. Let's have a look at the technology screen then. Bronze working, there's irrigation there. Can I shift click and just add different things to it? We want fishing fairly quickly as well. In fact, now let's go fishing. Oh, hang on, you have to do an order. Right, let's go fishing, and let's go. We'll get the basics down, and then go bronze working and masonry as well. I think those stone workers could, yeah, get us some bonuses to mountains, so that should bolster our industry early on. Hopefully that'll work, and then probably go into sailing. We can explore quite quickly then. Roads might also be a good idea to get after sailing. Right, that's the tech sorted for a while. It won't be sending us any notifications on that. Right. Oh wow, that is a mountain range. Yeah. Okay, this is the industry quarter. I think that requires absolutely no consideration whatsoever. That is an industry quarter. Oh wow, yeah, this. I will say, the terrain on this looks really gorgeous. They've done a great job making the map just looks, it's just stunning. Now, remember, we get bonuses for 3 of these resources. There's 2 sage here and 1 there. 2 porcelain here and 1 there. We want these 3 areas. So we can claim territory, but it says it can cost influence. We need 60 influence. So what we want early game is we want a lot of... What is this? There we go. It's having a go at me for something, right? We want a lot of influence early. So that's the little purple star resource up here. It is spent on merging cities, clearing cultural wonders, and expanding your empire by placing or attaching outposts. Right? So it's, when it's influence, it is literally how far we can reach out with our influence. Yeah. So we want to get more of that to be able to place more cities. We want to do it fairly quickly. I'm going to place this unit here. They're going to be stationed, and they're going to hold that area until such a time as we can build a outpost there. And we've got Babylon as our first city here. I wonder if the names will change depending on your culture. Like, if I change to say English and then place a new city, will I have like Babylon and then, you know, I don't know, Leeds? You know, Babylon, Leeds, then I go and choose Vikings and place down Jorvik, you know, and then there's New York, and it says I change and go along here. I wonder if that's going to be a thing. It'd be very funny to look at, I imagine. Okay. That's a different coloured border. We need to hurry. Let's see. Who do we have to move? This is an interesting area. Right. A nomadic tribe has gone with the Olmecs. In fact, there were another one as well. Another one's gone with the Egyptians. So all our rivals and opponents are now beginning to catch up. We've got another here. So the map so far... oh, it names places. Yakushima. Okay, I don't know why it's named that particular area. Is it because it's all like the same terrain next to each other that it clumps it all together? And, I don't know what that feature is, but that's kind of cool. Babylonians, unknown. So the map, we really want to try and claim these territories out and just kind of carve our empire into this area. Try and get it stamped on and secure the borders quickly. The breathtaking Yakushima Forest. There we are. So yeah, that's a natural wonder. The Yakushima Forest. It doesn't seem to give anything spectacularly different. It's just a large forest. Yeah, nothing different about it, I don't think. I mean, let's compare it to a normal forest. Yeah, all just to industry. Whereas up here we get just, yeah, all that's to industry. I don't think it's any different from just a normal thing anyway. Let's explore some more. One more population has been gained. 2 enactable civics. Choices you make in civics or specific events will influence your ideologies and provide bonuses. There's 1 territory in your empire sphere of influence. Show civics. These will cost influence. So What style of laws does the Empire use? Historical precedent and tradition serve as a basis for our judgment. Laws will be debated, classified and codified. Minus 20% on attach outposts and absorb city. Minus 50% on create outpost cost. Ooh. Okay, so I wasn't going to do this because that means we lose 10 influence that we need to build outposts with, but that's going to lower the cost of building outposts.
That seems to leave a lot of interpretation of right and wrong, not to mention yours and mine.
And the game's going to judge me based on these. Divine mandate or natural right. Plus 5 influence on main plaza. So, by what right do we rule? Or divine mandate for faith? We will be going with natural right.
Why was this even a question? Let's keep it simple. We've been here. It's our place.
There we go. That, fingers crossed, should now make it very easy to expand. Hello? Other civilization, are you here? Hello? Our scouts have come bearing gifts of all the deers we've murdered. Is this mammoth different from the other mammoth? I think it's just a colour variation, isn't it? I believe it is. Huh. Well, it makes it look a bit nicer.
Let's hope relations go well. Their forts are rather formidable.
They're a militarist nation. Lovely. Lovely. That's fun for the early game, ain't it? Yeah. What could possibly go wrong? Right, let's say hi.
Do you too believe that there is no limit to how high humanity might soar?
So this is Agamemnon. Alright. Oh, we can introduce ourselves.
They have a certain appeal, the Olmecs. Be careful that your people don't start liking the neighbors more than you.
Come, relax. Let us speak honestly.
Okay. Interesting. We've got the Phoenicians and Zhao in the game. I hope I'm pronouncing all of these correctly. We also have we've met the Olmecs. And you may ask for reparations.
Time to see what...
Help me make this world a better place for all our peoples. The waters are choppy instead of still. Placate them. Hey. Horse start.
Actually, front lines are here, so... Yep, come on, move. Here. Who's attacking and where from? we go then, okay.
No fear.
So they attacked my 2 units and died, and must now pay me reparations. I'll get out of their territory.
Off we go.
We are on the low ground here. I actually expect to lose this one. Okay. Can we attack from this angle? We are going to lose, however. If they're attacking, they'll at least take more damage, because I'll get a defensive bonus. Right, the greens have got to go. So they're fine with us. These are aggressive. In fact, we can look at this. So they're loyal. They value righteousness and fidelity. They will never betray their words. Oh, really? They immediately stabbed me. They never forget what happened in the past. They get money on vassals and our warlord. Combat strength. So they're warlords that vassalize people. They favour ideological positions that are the least taken by other empires. So they're weird. Right.
Let me be clear. Rectify this, or I will rectify things for you. The waters are choppy instead of still. Placate them.
Right, we need to pull our armies over. And I want to start settling, so let's have a look what we can find as well. Can we build a city here yet? Found outposts for 5. Well, I suppose I can build one with my, plus 10 influence per turn I'm getting now. Okay, this might be the sudden rapid expansion that I'm looking for here. Right.
What do you say to this appealing proposal?
I accept. We can trade luxuries. Lovely. Lovely. So who are these? They are cruel, apparently. The population is a disposable resource. Their productivity is what matters. They're militarist. You would have expected these to be the nasty militarists. Yeah, these are expansionists at the very least. Militarist with lower outpost and wow, pioneer and colonialist. Their outposts are cheap as chips. they tend to space out their outposts. He is a rapid, massive expansionist. Okay, got it. Let's try and get to maybe... We could put it on a high up area here. Yeah. Another outpost over there. Six food, 10. Thing there. 13 production there. 8 food and 12 production. But the thing is, you have to keep in mind as well, if I put it here, it is super defensible. They have to cross rivers, and then it's only got it's got only a few tiles that can access it, and it overlooks this cliff. Ooh, like getting some archers on here that you could rain down on them with. I mean, yeah, it only has a few resources to start, but as soon as we start building this up around... Okay, we'll head back. We'll see if we can claim this. And we probably want to maybe move these up, and we're going to have to claim this area. Maybe an outpost just there in the middle. We'll go here though next. Here and there. Don't. I'm claiming this. You go away. My new territory, not yours. Yeah, definitely going to go with the more defensible approach, it being a frontier outpost. Definitely the best idea. We can expand out this way with mines and farms. That will be super industrialised with the mountains and forests as well. Culture conversion started. Tislit will enter the sphere of the influence of the Mayans in 5 turns. What? We need to get an outpost down here then. I think here, next to the strategic resources and along some nice farmland maybe. So here-ish, probably a good idea. Right. Urgent thing. Blades of Empire. As your horizons widen, your armies grow in lockstep with your ambitions. Now with military power spread over several regiments, it is time to decide the nature of the soldiers who compose your armies. Army composition civic has been unlocked. We'll look at that soon, but for now we need to keep our influence going in order to be able to expand outwards quickly enough to keep our new neighbours at bay, especially who are these? The oh, and they want to.
I warn you, do not deceive me.
Suspicious. Three food, 4 food. there. Got some moves here that we can use. Place that down. Babylonians have recently become the most influential in this territory. The integration of its population will be completed in 5 turns. Right, okay. Our influence is spreading over now. Good, good, good. The city, it will be done in a few turns. So I'm thinking city, attach this outpost to it. So we can attach outposts as well in this. So rather than having every single one of these be a city, this can just be a small outpost where it's not as big, but it allows us to place buildings around here as if it were part of the city. Think of it as, you know, like a city with surrounding towns. So we'd basically have essentially an outpost here that acts as a little town or village, whereas the main city is here, and it sort of bolts these two regions together into a super region. And I think we can do the same here with Babylon and Avior. We'll try to do that there, and I think Tislet here will make into a full city and maybe try to claim the adjacent territory here and combine them together. I tend to like having a city and an attachee to it. That tends to be the way I prefer to do it. We will station this unit here just in case for a while, just until the city is up. And we'll be doing the same here. And with that we'll be able to just skip through a few turns now. We've gained population and we've researched carpentry. We can now build lumber yards, which will upgrade into sawmills eventually. +1 industry on forest and industry on woodland. That's something we really want up in this forest area here, in Yakushima Forest. Tislet will be under their sphere of influence in 5 turns now. Not sure how I feel about that. $160 to convert to a city, so that's still fairly expensive. I'm going to attach Avior. And we now have in Babylon. So you'll notice as well what happens here is it adds these two, so they're both now constructing the astronomy house. So rather than it just being Babylon, it's both Babylon and Avior, and they're pooling resources. So Aldolfin here will be able to support, with the food that this has here, with all the green area, it will be able to support Gakyid. But we will need more influence to be able to convert this. And it won't be done for a little while. What I might do with these in the meantime is to start claiming territory back over through here. And I think this area here, create a nice industrial zone, and we can attach that to the capital. That should then make the capital extremely productive, which is fine because this area won't need as much food, seeing as there's farms on these two. You can begin to see the kind of way in which we can structure our cities now. So unlike Civ, we don't have to go, oh, but that's snow and therefore that city won't be able to sustain itself. I mean, Civ, you could do it, but you'd have to create internal trade routes and it'd be a hassle. This, you would just attach an area in Tundra that you just wanted to grab because it's got maybe a natural wonder and a few geysers that provide science around it, and just attach that to your main city, rather than having to commit to it being a giant metropolis. So we can create smaller settlements around strategic resources if we deem it necessary. We are now gaining a nice amount of influence per turn too. I do wonder how much is this. Converting to Babylonians. It's a bit hotly contested for my liking, that. I think we need to surround it with cities of our own. And they've just grabbed this area. I think this is going to lead to an early war. Almost assuredly this will lead to an early war. The war for Tislet. Oh yeah, we won't be able to attach it yet, it's not built yet.
You have become a builder and a creator. There is more to creating an empire than just yelling orders.
The Olmecs accepted your 2 demands. Hey, they've just paid us 200 quid. Nice. Maybe they're finally coming round to the idea of, you know, not being big buttholes throughout this entire campaign. Except I didn't say buttholes. Right. Let's see what we can do then. So now if I click onto... Opens the list of adjacent outposts to attach. Okay, let me guess. Still under... Ooh! Won't take long though, will it? Very nice. Maybe if I sit units on top of them it speeds them up. I'm not sure. We can certainly... Oh my god, look at that. The game's even like, you must place one here. It's so good. I agree, game. I agree. Mind you, we could put one there as well. 15, we lose 4 food, but we gain some industry, which will allow us to produce more buildings immediately. But that said, here we'll be able to work more stuff quicker. It'll cost 30. It's not overly too much. It's like 3 turns worth of production in that area.
For the sake of peace, agreed. I feel so radiant, don't you?
Can I change the voice of them, I wonder?
It turns turns my stomach, but I have no choice. Accepted.
She sounds very snooty. Right, what have we got? We've got an idle city. So, cannot be done as there is already one of this district. Ah! But we can place one in this region, can't we? Yeah, so one per territory. So because these are linked, we can now put more of these down. Interesting, interesting. That will be another 10 turns. Okay. Our science will know no bounds, and then we'll just surround them with farms. We'll just get all the population and science in the world. Right, we'll keep them stationed there a little while. Wow, they made fast work of that. Costs 8. Ah, okay, so it costs in that as well. Okay, we'll save up and we'll convert this to a city. So that's 160. It'll take a while. In the meantime, have a look over there, I guess. Oh, won the agrarian star for population gain. How nice. Tislet will go into the Mycenaean sphere of influence soon, apparently. Ooh, we get a religion. Plus 5 faith per number of attached territories. Plus 1 faith per population. Ooh. This would be great now in a few regions, but I think overall this is probably in the end where we want to go. I think in the end we'll have more population. Unless we intend to create mega cities with maximum attached districts and things, where I like to keep it down to like no more than 2 or 3 usually. This is actually a bigger city than I would normally create, since I'm intending to attach this to it as well. That's normally larger than I would go from what we're doing on the beta. And this as well, I'm probably going to attach these 2 to here. Unless I attach this to something neighbouring around here, we'll see. We'll wait until this is built, and then we'll move out. Sterenact. That's an odd name. Tislet converted to Mythian's polytheism. Okay, that's not good. Tislet, what are you doing? Yeah, I could create like a region between these two, create a city here, perhaps. Something on those lines. Keepers of the Creed. Unexpected rivalry has erupted between 2 temples, each representing a different sect of our shamanism. One temple argues that religious matters should be left in the hands of dispassionate men, while the other contents are only women with their capacity for nurturing life possesses the necessary understanding for these affairs. These quarrels must stop before your inhabitants start fighting each other. Who should be your religious leaders? We will have everyone. Right, who have we got? The Mycenaeans and Olmecs are at war. Interesting.
No doubt this
Might be our
independent people
advantage.
possess sophisticated customs, rights, language, and beliefs. I do hope you're going to treat them well.
We found 20 gold knocking about. Oh, blue boundary. New civ. Right. More population gain, calendar researched. Which gives us granary. Well, granary and an artisan's quarter, which gives us money per adjacent market quarter. Extracts the luxury resource from the deposit it is built upon. So we can now exploit resources, very nice. Sterenact, population game. Tislet will start converting again. It's to-ing and fro-ing that. And we've converted to our religion. Good. Where have they put the outpost then for this? Curious. Over here? We've researched domestication, animal barns, and scout riders now. So we can now use horses, so we can exploit horses. The Messenians have gained renown as a merchant. City defense has been researched. This is because of the what's it, astrology quarter, isn't it? We've suddenly buffed our science up massively and we're getting loads of research done. They feel differently about me. They're not suspicious, are they? Condescending, they see you as a weakling of little interest to be ignored or bullied. That's not good. Laventa, they have founded a city. Oh dear. Right. Got most of this charted. We'll head back. We'll do a little bit more exploring this way. And we've found a bear. Oh dear. Right. Yeah, we're getting boxed in here. We can claim this territory and a few round here.
Follow me.
There's another bear. Uh-oh. We've got him. Okay, there's actually some useful information along the map. Ooh, it'll be 60. We do want to try and get these outposts filled out at this point. Okay. Who are these then? Independent Acadians. Independent people who are free. Well, peaceful, so yeah, okay. Eight science and 10 influence, very nice. Right. We may wish to consider... Ah, that's who it belongs to. Theastos. Independent city has spawned in. Controlling these regions. Okay. Population gain. Wait. People of Avior will be converted to Babylonian shamanism in 3 turns. Avior. Ah, here. Got it, good. We need to kind of assert our dominance in the region quickly. We are actually managing it. If we can expand quicker. We need to bolster up here, get these converted cities, and attach, and then shore up. I especially want this region. This region has to be mine. I want to put a city down probably here. Oh man, it wouldn't have great food. I could put a city down here. City, outpost, and... It'll definitely need help from somewhere, that. And it won't be this area next to it, because this is just dry desert as well. Things to consider, these. Anyway, I think we are approaching... Oh god, we can't go that way, can we? They're going to have to rethink their pathing. Right. I think that, however, will do for this episode. So we might be another episode or two in the ancient era, and then we'll be moving forwards. But for the meantime, I think it's going to be about shoring up our borders and trying to get a good sort of fort. Basically, we want to secure. We want to basically secure borders, make sure that we're not getting any territories being lost to these. I would be surprised if it doesn't come to war, but it might not. We might be fine. However, getting a military put together would probably be advisable. Right. And we can, just before we go, put together a new district over here. So this will improve adjacent farming districts. So we probably want to put this somewhere. Yeah, we probably want to put this somewhere where we're going to put a lot of farms, really. Probably putting farms along the rivers, I would assume. Oh, though probably along here as well. I could put it here and we'd have a... I would probably put a farm there, there, there and there. So here's probably a decent idea. Probably a decent shout. Even though it would add 4 to that area. I think we'll have more adjacent quarters down here. And we'll still get this as an exploited resource because we can pop a farmer's thing on there, and it actually gives us +5 then. In fact, can we queue? We can queue them. Okay, lovely. So that'll be doing that. Over in Babylon. Ooh, they've finished the second one. Right. How much stability? We have plenty of stability. Right, we can get some of these put out quickly. Wow, yeah, that really will add. Okay, it recommends... Let's see, we can get +6 there. Whereas it's just like +3 here, +4. This is the obvious one. These two are the really obvious ones. Yeah. Absolutely then. We'll start there. And we'll go to there as well. And then we will look towards attaching this. We are now getting 23 influence per turn, by the way. We are getting a lot. We'll be able to most likely convert our... What's it? Aldulfin down here into a city soon enough. And then we'll attach Gatkid to it. Strax here, we can probably attach to a city maybe here. Anyway, we'll see how it goes, and join me again in the next episode to see how this all turns out and how the borders end up shaping. I think that's going to be most of what happens in the next episode, just a cementing of the borders. Right, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.